your hair would be so much longer and so much healthier if you would just stop believing these gosh darn hair myths. There are so many fraudsters and liars in the natural hair community, especially on the internet. They have no qualms deceiving you for money to sell you their miracle hair care products, or even worse, they have no qualms deceiving you for views. They would make outlandish product claims like this oil will make your hair grow 2 inches in 1 week, or they would make you mix repulsive concoctions all in the name of growing your hair overnight, when they themselves, they know that it is a lie. But would they tell you the truth? No, because they want to either sell their products or go viral. Well, in this video, I will talk the truth. If you know, if you've been here, you know me. And if you are new here, sit down. You're gonna hear the truth today. Let's go. The first myth is hair growth oil. I don't even know where to start with this one, because everyone and their mom is selling some type of oil that does some type of miracle in a very ridiculous amount of time. We're seeing some hair growth oils, they will be selling it and they'll be saying, oh, this oil, oh, it will grow your hair 5 inches in 1 week. If that oil is really growing hair 5 inches in 1 week, the person that is selling it, their hair is supposed to be reaching the ground. Is their hair reaching the ground though? Yeah, no, that's what I thought. It's honestly one of the biggest scams in the natural hair community. And a lot of these people, they would have spent a long time growing their hair, like I'm talking 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. They'll grow their hair for that long, and then once their hair is not like very long and very full and very big, they will now mix one concoction together and say, this is what did it for me. No, you've been growing your hair for 10 years. If your hair wasn't this long, it would be a problem. It's been 10 years that you've been growing your hair, and it's unfortunate that a lot of people, when all these liars and fraudsters come and they post, people just rush into the comment section. How much do you deliver to Lagos? Do you deliver to Benin? Would you not even calm down and think critically? You're saying this person with long hair and they're telling you that this oil is what grew their hair. But you didn't stop to ask, how long have you actually had your hair? Like, you see somebody with long hair. If somebody with very, very long hair, like the hair is already reaching like waist length, and they tell you that it's only been a year they've been growing their hair. That's when you know that, okay, miracle has occurred. But a lot of the time, these people with their very long hair, it's been years. It's been 3 years. It's been 5 years. It's been 8 years. It's been 10 years. They've been growing this hair for long. It's not that oil. That oil didn't do anything special. I remember seeing a video on TikTok. I'll add it if I can find it, if I can look for it. This lady was growing her hair for like a few months, and she was dousing her hair in oil. She was pouring the oil every month, every day. And then after like, I think 6 months or 7 months or so, her hair was very much within how long your hair should be after that many months have passed. In fact, it was even looking a bit short to me, like all these months have passed and your hair is still like this, and you're pouring oil in your hair, you see the oil is doing something, right? Like, the oils don't do anything miraculous. They don't. So don't fall for that trap, please. Hair growth oil does not exist, because these oils, they do not grow your hair. They do not like make your hair grow faster. I mean, sure, there are some oils that include like menthol, tea tree, to stimulate the scalp and to add that tingly feeling. There's some oils that are infused with ayurvedic herbs that act as like supplement and allow your scalp to kind of perform at optimal levels, not necessarily higher or better or faster. Just like if we are naturally programmed to grow half an inch a month, right? Then these oils will make sure that your scalp is performing at that level, like it's consistently growing half an inch. But if you think that you are already growing half an inch already, right, and then somebody's not saying that this oil will increase that half an inch to 2 inches per month, drink that zobo at your own risk, in Jesus' name. Amen. The next myth is hair growth butter. And it is just as ridiculous as hair growth oil, if not even more ridiculous, because at least oil, they will tell you that you should rub it on your scalp, and scalp is where your hair grows from, so that makes sense. But hair growth butter, please tell me how it's going to work, because last I checked, your hair grows from your scalp. So rubbing butter on your hair, how is it not going to make your hair grow faster? That's the question. And I honestly feel like a lot of the time, we, the viewers, the consumers of this information, we are the reason, like we're giving these brands a reason to lie to us, because people don't tend to do a lot of critical thinking when they watch these videos. They'll just see hair growth butter, hair growth oil, hair growth whatever it is, and the next thing is how much I want it. You do not even stop and think that hair grows from scalp. So what is butter supposed to do? You do not stop and reason it a little bit, like not even a little. Girl, please, now in this 2025, especially if your goal is really to see a good like difference in your hair length, a positive difference, I want you to take every piece of hair care or hair growth advice that you see, especially on TikTok, but also on Instagram and YouTube. Every piece of hair care advice, I want you to really sit down. I want you to think about it. Even this one that I'm even giving you, said, think about it, like reason with me, see if it makes sense, and then you will now make an informed decision. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Like, I'm not going to say don't use hair growth oils or don't use butters or don't use. But when somebody is trying to sell you something and they're making some kind of claim, I want you to really think about it first before you decide to spend money. You get me? All right. This next one, if I catch the person that started this rumor, I will hold the person in the neck because I don't understand where this thing came from. What do you mean trimming your hair makes your hair go faster? What does that mean? So you're telling me now that cutting your hair makes it grow faster? Sound logic, very sound logic. Because wait. One of the things I always mention when I'm teaching people how to grow longer hair is length retention, right? And how I always describe that is that your hair is growing from your scalp, right? But your ends are weak and so they break. So if your hair is growing from the scalp and your ends are breaking, then you won't see a positive difference in your hair length, right? But then you, in an attempt to grow your hair faster by yourself, you carry scissors. And you will carry and be cutting your hair by yourself like every month because you want your hair to grow faster. So the small half an inch that your hair have now managed to grow, you now chop it off. That's what next month your hair will grow 1 inch instead of half an inch. Like, how did the logic even, how did it make sense to you that you hey, God of heaven? Now I'm not saying that trimming your hair is bad though, because your ends are weak and there are some times where they're just it's time to let them go. They get unhealthy, they get riddled with knots or split ends, and then you have to trim them off and let them go. Always let go of healthy ends. I encourage it because healthy hair is better than long and scatter ends and rather hair. I understand that. But what I mean is that some people take this trimming to a chronic level where they are trimming their hair every month or even every week because trimming makes hair grow faster. Get that idea now in Jesus' name. Amen. Enough said. Next one is that dirty hair grows faster. Again, if I catch the person that started this thing, I will hold your neck. Because tell me, how does that work? Is it that the grime or the build-up has some kind of nutritional value that is feeding your hair follicles that now makes them to work faster? Like, how does the logic, how just thinking about it is making my body to scratch me. Dirty hair grows faster. Like, my body is really scratching me because how? Jesus, my body is actually scratching. It doesn't make sense, right? Your scalp is dirty and so it grows hair faster. How? Like, where is the science? Where is the evidence? Where's the proof? It doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not an expert or anything. I'm not a trichologist or anything, but common sense would, if you just think about it deeply, you realize that when your scalp is dirty, it is more likely that grime, that buildup can go and clog your hair follicles, which would make them probably work slower. So when you say dirty hair grows faster, it baffles me because when your hair is dirty, it's not good. Your scalp can get clogged. Your hair will be weighed down and full of buildup. And so any kind of moisture that you're trying to add to it, maybe you're trying to moisturize your hair with a leave-in conditioner or whatever, it won't penetrate your hair anymore because it is coated with layers and layers of buildup of unused products because you've not washed your hair for the past 6 months. That's just nasty. You're going up and down, you're smelling everywhere because your hair is dirty and you think it's because your hair is growing faster. It's not. Go and wash your hair. Yama. This next one, when I hear people say that there's something you can rub in your hair that will make it thicker, hair thickening oil, hair density butter. Oh Lord, it just doesn't make me laugh. I don't know if you remember that time when hair typing system was raining, right? Where there's a chart for hair type, there's a chart for hair porosity, there's a chart for hair density, there's a chart for basically everything, just dividing people's hair into categories. Now, the chart for hair type is, 4A, 4B, 4C, 3A, 3B, 3C, those ones, right? And then there's porosity. There's some people with high porosity, there's people with low porosity, there's some people with medium porosity. Do you know there's a hair density chart? There are people with low density hair, there are people with high density hair, and there are people with medium density hair. Sure, you know. And these things are determined genetically. When you are born with a certain number of hair follicles on your head. So if you have naturally low density hair and you're buying hair thickening oil, hair thickening butter, let me tell you something. If it didn't day, you are wasting your money because it is determined genetically. You have a set number of hair follicles. If you only have, and just going off the number off the top of my head here, if you only have 8,000 hair follicles, there is no cream you will rub, there is no oil you will use that is going to manufacture 2,000 more hair follicles to make your hair thicker. I just say, let me tell you, because you see this particular this particular hill, a lot of you are still dying on top of it, and it's unfortunate, and I don't want you to continue wasting money and focusing on the wrong things this year. It is possible to have healthy long hair even if you have low density hair. Don't let density be the thing that is even scratching your body. See, if you have dense hair and it's long, it looks fine. I have dense hair, and so I guess it seems like I'm talking from a place of privilege, right? But I mean, it has its pros, it has its cons too. See, if you have dense long hair, hope you have money because you will buy products. You will buy products, your hair will swallow bottle of conditioner that somebody is going to use 10 times, you will use it 5 times or less. So everything has its pros and cons, right? But if you have naturally low density hair, it is not a bad thing. It is not unhealthy. It's not a crime, it's not a sin. Okay, stop wasting money on hair thickening butters or hair thickening oils. Now, there are some people who have not been taking care of their hair, and then they start taking care of their hair and it seems like their hair got thicker. The reason is because they were not taking care of their hair before. So now that they started, maybe some of those inactive follicles or some of those follicles that have been abandoned, they now started work again, and then it looked like their hair got thicker. But if you have been on a good hair care routine for a while now, and your hair is feeling better, it's feeling softer, getting longer, but it is not getting fuller, then it is just likely that you have low density hair, and that is okay. Don't kill yourself, don't waste your money. The next myth I would very much love to debunk right now is that protective styles will grow your hair. Now, I know I am one of the biggest preachers of protective style when it comes to growing long and healthy hair. I always mention protective styles. There's hardly a video that I talk about hair growth or length retention that I don't mention protective styling, and I'm almost always on a protective style myself. But where this becomes a myth is where people think simply putting your hair in a hairstyle is what is going to grow your hair. So imagine somebody putting their hair in like Ghana weaving, and they're calling it a protective style, and this Ghana weaving is supposed to grow their hair. But then when they take down the Ghana weaving, all their edges are gone. They have a bald spot in like 5 different places on their head, and they are wondering what's going on. That is the myth. The fact that you think that simply putting your hair in any hairstyle is what is going to grow your hair, that's not the truth. Okay, even if you don't do a hairstyle as terrible as Ghana weaving, if you even do something like mini twists or mini braids or cornrows, and it's not even like tight or anything, but just the simple act of putting your hair in a protective style, in a hairstyle alone, is not what is going to grow your hair. Protective styles assist you on your length retention journey, but they themselves don't grow your hair. So don't think that, oh, I'm just going to put my hair in mini twists and leave it and my hair will be growing. Not really. Like, of course your hair is always growing, right? This thing is so hard to debunk. Like, it's intertwined. So protective styles themselves don't grow your hair. Your hair is always growing, right? If you put your hair in all back or in mini twists and you leave it for 4 weeks, you will see that undergrowth. You will see that new growth, right? Your hair is going to grow regardless. But the thing is, if you don't now maintain your protective style, if you don't keep your hair moisturized, if you don't wash your hair in your protective style, if it's already passing the 4, 5, 6 week margin, and all of those little maintenance things, if you don't install the protective style properly, like when you were installing the hair, it was very tight, the stylist was very rough with your hair and all of that. And even when you are taking down the protective style, if your hair was dry when you were taking it down, you were rushing when you were taking it down, all those little things up and down can make or break the entire purpose of retaining length in the protective style. So protective styles alone, just thinking that, oh, you just put your hair in cornrows for 5 weeks, or you just put your hair in mini braids for 6 months and your hair will just grow. I think that's where that dirty hair grows faster came from, where people will put their hair in a style and leave it for like 6 months, and then they will not start pulling the under, and you see, okay, all that new growth, lose it first, see if there's any difference in your hair length, because I promise you, after 6 months of that much gunk and build up, by the time you lose your hair, the amount of shed hair that's going to tangle with the hair that is still on your head, that will now lead to breakage and knots and tangles, by the time you are done trudging through all that hair that you were boasting about, all those new growths, everything will have broken, come out, and you'll be right back to ground zero. So no, protective styles alone do not grow your hair. There is a whole thing that you have to do, okay? In fact, I have a video breaking down how to actually use protective styles to grow your hair, what protective styles are actually protective and the ones that are not. That video is linked up here, and it's also going to be in the end cards. Make sure you go and check that out after this video, okay? The last myth that I want to debunk in this video is that Ayurvedic herbs are going to grow your hair faster. And to this, I don't even know where to begin with this whole Ayurvedic herbs matter. Like, a lot of people on TikTok right now would just say, do clove water, do rosemary water, do mix amla and rosemary and fenugreek, and do all of that, and use it to rinse your hair, and your hair will grow. The thing is, Ayurvedic herbs will never substitute for a good hair care routine. If you have a good hair care routine without a single ounce of Ayurvedic herbs inside, I promise you, you will still grow long and healthy hair. I feel like Ayurvedic herbs are like supplements. You can go through life without having supplements and still be fine and healthy. But if you decide to take supplements, I mean, there are some things that they do, I guess, like they support, they help, but you can still go through life without them. Like, you can do without them. So to not come and say that Ayurvedic herbs are the way, the truth, and the life, they can replace a full hair care routine. All you need to do is just to be mixing hibiscus and rosemary and clove inside a spray bottle and just be spraying your hair every day with that, and that is how your hair will be growing long and long and long. It's a lie. It's a lie. Now, a lot of those people that are telling you those things, they have their routine at the back. They wash their hair, they deep condition. Don't let them lie to you. They do. They wash their hair, they deep condition, they do all of that behind the scenes. But then they will not come and tell you, because they know that Ayurvedic herbs are trending right now. Like if I come on my YouTube channel now and I say this mix is going to grow your hair and something 5 inches in 1 week, that video will go viral. And that is the main reason why they are doing a lot of these videos, because the motive is money. They want to go viral so that they can collect their TikTok paycheck or their YouTube paycheck, because the more views, the more money that you make, right? And they come and they say all these things so that they can go viral and make money. But the truth is that they all have their hair care routine, their full complete hair care routine in the background. Even if they do all those tea rinses and all those things, they do it in addition to their routine. Ayurvedic herbs alone cannot substitute for a good routine. You can add them to your routine. You can add amla to your deep conditioner to boost, to add more benefits to it, because I know that amla, I think, adds shine and it also strengthens hair. It has the work that it does, but what it does is not grow your hair. Like amla will not touch your scalp and then your scalp will just start to grow hair. That doesn't work. No Ayurvedic herb works like that. That once the mixture or the tea rinse you touch your scalp like this, your scalp will just start producing hair. It doesn't work. A lot of them have like topical benefits that would boost length retention but not hair growth. Like I said, amla makes your hair shiny and it strengthens your hair. If your hair is strengthened, then it is less susceptible to breakage, and that will lead to length retention, and that will lead to the longer hair that you are seeing. Not that it is going to your scalp and making your hair grow faster. Do you get what I mean? The same thing for fenugreek. People that do is it fenugreek or flaxseed? Flaxseed. People that use flaxseed gel to pre-poo before they wash their hair. Flaxseed gel is very slippery, right? So it helps with that detangling. And if you detangle without too much breakage, guess what? You're retaining length. It is not growing your hair faster. It's just helping you retain length. And so if you want to incorporate Ayurvedic herbs into your routine, that's fine and good. They have their benefits for hair. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm not saying that they are absolutely useless, right? I use Shiny Organics, and in Shiny Organics, one of their big things is Ayurvedic herbs. There are Ayurvedic herbs infused in every single product in the Shiny Organics line. From their shampoo to their deep conditioner, leave-in conditioner, hair mist, oil. That their oil has like 10 different Ayurvedic herbs infused in it, right? Every one of their products has Ayurvedic herbs inside. And so I can't say that Ayurvedic herbs don't have the work that they do. I can't say that they don't have the benefits that they give your hair. But the myth is that Ayurvedic herbs would reach into your scalp and start making your hair grow faster. That's not how it works, okay? I just wanted to point that out and make it clear. You can add Ayurvedic herbs to your products, right? You can add them to boost your products or make them, add extra benefits or whatever. But they shouldn't replace a full routine. You can't say you will just be spraying your hair tea rinse or clove water or rosemary water and then you will not shampoo your hair, or you will not deep condition, or you will not moisturize with the leave-in conditioner. Do you get what I mean? All right. Hey, Lami the editor here. I just realized that I deleted the last clip of this video before editing it. I don't even know how that happened, but it did. And so here I am closing out the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. If this video was impactful to you, I beg you, share it around. Let us dispel the misinformation that is going around in this natural hair care community so that all of us can grow long and healthy hair without wasting money on myths, without wasting money on products that don't deliver, and just wasting time and money and resources and energy in general. So please make sure you share this video, make sure you like the video, comment so that the algorithm can share it to more people. Very, very important. For that video that I mentioned earlier about protective styles and everything you need to know about using protective styles to grow long and healthy hair, watch this. This is the video for it right here. I broke everything down. Make sure you watch it, okay? If you want to check out all my resources for hair care, my lazy hair growth guide, my edges regrowth guide, my hair growth tracker, the link is right here. So make sure you go and you check it out. You're not going to regret buying it. Thank you so much. Mwah.